Hi guys, my name is Diane and welcome to Didedi's Crafty Corner. For today's Dies and Shine Monday, I'm going to be playing with this box die. Now, I don't know where this box die originally came from. I don't know the manufacturer's name. I picked it up in a D-Stash bundle a while back, and I got rid of my Lawn Fawn scalloped box die because I enjoyed this one so much better. So it's just a little bit bigger. It doesn't have the scallops, which for me is a plus. So I'm already cut out 2 pieces of red cardstock. Now my inspiration color piece for this was this teal, red, and white piece of paper. I really thought those colors went very good together, and I toyed around with doing a white box with the red and teal, but in the end I didn't use blue at all. I used the red box, and I'm making a Valentine box. So because this box came to me in a D-Stash, I don't have any layering dies that go with it. It may not have come with any. I don't know. So I've got to take measurements to measure, because I want to put layering aspects on the box. I want to do it on the easement of the box, you know, where it looks like a roof, or I want to do it on the sides and the front and the back. So for that, I had just had to jot down some measurements. So if you don't have layering dies and you have one of these box dies, then just take your measurements and take away 1/8 of an inch or so for each layer that you want to create. Super easy to do. Now I'm going to be cutting out a white piece with just that top piece so I can make that angle perfect. And then I'll just cut it down a little bit so that I can have a little piece on the top. So I went with a red and white checkered paper. I used a white layer and I used a red check layer. So those are 2 layers you're looking at. I'm going to be putting these same layer configurations on each side of the box. Of course, the 2 on the side will be smaller. So I'm just cutting down my paper now. And that's going to go on the side of the box. And, you know, for the life of me, I could not figure out which way it went for a moment there. It's like, it's just a little bit longer than it is wide. And I completely goofed it up, so I had to fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. I'm using art glitter glue for this entire project, except for the bottom piece. Now, I didn't show you putting together the box because it's simple. You just add the sides together. But the bottom, because I'm going to be putting stuff in the box, I wanted to make sure it stayed closed. So I did use double-sided tape for the bottom of the box. Other than that, 100% art glitter glue. I've been going back and forth this last month of January so far. What are we, just a couple weeks into January? Using art glitter glue and Nuvo glue because I have quite a few different glues, and I thought this is the year I'm going to use them up. I keep art glitter glue on stock. I have a couple of bottles at all time, and that's what I normally use. But I'm going to try to use it up. So if you see me intermittently use something else, that's why. I'm just trying to use up the stuff that I've purchased and didn't really like or don't really use. I'm just trying to use it up this year. Okay, so with that said, art glitter glue is my jam. You guys know that. Okay, so far it's super stinking cute, right? If I had done the box in white, then I could have pulled off that green, red, and white look that I originally thought I was going to do. But that's the idea, is to keep it up and change it. So I pulled out some of my littler dies, some of my little Valentine type dies, and I cut them out in just a slew with no rhyme or reason in white and red, and figured I would just kind of go from here and see what would fit, what I would like, and so forth. So there's that little angled piece I made. I'm going to go ahead and glue that to the top in a minute, I guess. This is that little Spellbinders. Remember this die? That you lace the ribbon through? Isn't it so cute? I've held on to it for what, 10 years? It's such an amazing die. I love it. I think it came with an Eiffel Tower or something. I'm not remembering, but it's a great set. I will link everything I can find below. I snapped a picture of all the dies so that I can make sure and go back and list them all. Most of them are either paper smooches, paper tray ink, or Spellbinders, but I will list them all below if they're available. Okay, so I attached that not with ribbon, but just with the same piece of cardstock, and I'm just trimming it by eye on the sides here. And I decided to add a little white heart to the center, keeping up with the whole red and white theme. So everything's layered up in red and white. Adorable. This turned out to be adorable. So after, I'm going to make each side mimic each other more or less. On the sides, I'm going to flip-flop my white and red hearts, only because that's the way it worked out on the table. Like I said, I went with whatever was on the table, things that I cut out. I just took a bunch of dies, cut them out in white, cut them out in red, and I went with it from there. So I ended up using the love word, most of the hearts, of course the locket, which I did over in gold. So I cut it out in red, then I did it in gold. I love this die, and I almost didn't use the top part just so I could use it, but in the end I just didn't use it at all. I thought maybe I would cut it off on the sides, fold it over, cut it off. I tried the word love on the side. I was just really trying to make, see what would work best for this particular box. I decided to go ahead and put the gable pieces, I guess you would call it, I'm not even sure, on the box, just in white with no layering pieces. And I'm going to be attaching the word love to the top of the box. Am I doing that right now? I have such a hard time seeing, you guys know that. And by the way, guys, that's why I'm out of frame so often. Not joking. It's because I got to bring it close to me to see, but you need to be far away for you guys. So I decided to off-center that love on the right-hand side because I'm going to put that locket right there on that side. And I thought that would just tie it in. So then I thought, okay, I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll put love and maybe put a heart on there. And I play around with a few hearts, and then I decided, oh no, I don't even want the love on there. I'm just going to do hearts. But that was cute, wasn't it? So could have worked. Any of the above could have worked. That's what made this such a nice project. So I ended up with these 4 hearts, and I thought to myself, I really think I want 5. And at the end, I do go back and put a 5th one. For the sides, I just layered up some hearts going from white to white, and then red to white to red on the other side. And that took care of the sides of the box. Super cute. Here I'm going to add my last little red heart to the other side. And there we go. And before I actually give this away, I might add some glossy accents to the middle of, or to some of these hearts, like to those little hearts on top and the little hearts on the side maybe. But I don't know, I haven't made up my mind yet. And then for the little locket, of course, that's going to be super easy. It's just going to be put through the top loop with a little piece of twine, a little piece of embroidery floss I think I used. I kept that in white because it went along with the theme of the card. I just decided to do the little locket in gold because most lockets are gold or silver, and I thought that that would be cute. See, there's that 5th little heart. Couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand just leaving 4 on there. I couldn't do it. So there's the 5th one. And now I'm just going to add the locket and this little heart, and that will complete this card. So in all, I used, oh gosh, I don't know, probably 7, maybe 7 different dies on this one. And fitting that it should be a Valentine box, because Valentine's is upon us. And I thought it was super cute. And although my first idea to do it in red, teals, and white was a super cute idea, I thought this was completely awesome. I absolutely loved this display. I loved the way it turned out. This made me extremely happy, and I really wish I could tell you where the box came from because it's one of my favorite boxes, but I really don't know. It came in a D-stash with some other dies. So here are the dies that I cut out today. Like I said, I will list them, and here are the close-ups of the box finished up. And I will see you guys next Monday to play along in this series. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.